Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Trading Room recap for Friday, March the 20th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Kind of a choppy day today for me. I go over the trades I took. The most exciting one by far was PRTA, Prothena Corporation, and another one of these crazy bios. And we saw this one in the pre-market. This is where it closed yesterday. This is around $29, and you can see it hit a high of about 44 or so. So, we're talking about a $15 pop in the pre-market, and so this one had to be watched. Even though it's up a lot, we've seen some of these ones that just keep going and going and going. Tack on another $5 or $6 during the regular hours of trading. So I wanted to watch this one. And here's the pre-market, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and kind of consolidating a little bit. And here's the big volume bar on the opening candle or the opening at 9:30. Here's the 5-minute candle. I was, desperately trying to find some kind of an entry on it, and looked at this. This is the second bar, and it obviously just surged up. No entry here. It's just way too quick. The spread was awful between the difference between the bid and the ask. The spread was just awful. This candle kind of not consolidated, but a little bit of a pullback, but then the buyers took over again. And on this candle here, I decided I just had to take the plunge. And even though, again, the spread was kind of bad, so in cases like that, I just take fewer shares, wider stops, and hold on. It just looked though that this had the feel of the other bios from the past week that was going to just shoot up. And so I took the trade right here at 43.22. Quickly took out some here at 44.09, and then the balance here at 44. I think that's 44.31. A little hard to see, but you can see that it actually zoomed up to $45, and I was really hoping that it was going to continue. But somebody in the room actually posted that the four words you don't want to hear. Kramer doesn't like it. So if you don't know who Kramer is, of course, it's Jim Kramer on CNBC. He has a big audience. He's an entertainer and all. He talks about stocks, of course. And if he makes a pronouncement, I don't like it I didn't hear it. I don't know why he didn't like it. But he's got an audience that will sometimes react very quickly, and in this case, I have no doubt that that's what happened. We're talking about a high of 45, and within the space, I can almost guarantee that this was, within a minute that it went down to $41, even though it's a 5-minute candle. And it just, I was very lucky. To tell you the truth, I was very lucky to get out here. Because within, I would say, 20 seconds, it was actually below where I bought it. So that's it's the wonders of day trading. It's all timing, can be all timing. I mean, this is radical, of course. I mean, you hope that something like that doesn't happen to the stock that you're in, or what you want to hear is Kramer loves it, and then it would just keep going. But anyway, that was the trade. Now it hasn't collapsed. I mean, the market's closed. It's still up $9. Have to maybe take a look at it on Monday. But nonetheless, when you're in a day trade, you have to be so careful, especially with these bios, because they can just turn on a dime. Tour was the next stock that I got involved in. Now, excuse me. Tour actually, this came on. Now I did a reboot of my trade ideas, so you don't see it right here. I'm just going to do a history. Excuse me. Hopefully you're going to see Tour down here somewhere, and it is just one second. Here it is right here at 13. Actually, it came in at 13.58. I think it actually came in a little bit earlier than that. But at any rate, this is if you're not familiar with this particular strategy, you can get it. It's on the TI Trade Ideas channel bar. It's one of the windows that is being used in the Surge channel. And I just took it and I've just sort of added it to my layout. And I'm starting to watch these a lot now, especially at the beginning when the market opens. You're going to get a lot of the ones that surge immediately. So it's probably a good idea just to take a look. You're going to see the early morning movers. And I'm not saying you just buy them immediately, but you can certainly, it looks like a good watch list. But Tour came on it, and just get rid of it over here onto another monitor. And excuse me, I watched this candle, and it got up there and then it pulled back a little bit and then it started to go up again and it just looked like it had the right type of momentum. It actually was on my it's not on here right now, but it was on my strong stocks watch list also. So kind of had a, I suppose, double confidence in taking the trade. So I got in the trade right here at 1360. Again, my conservative nature is that I wanted to get rid of some to take some profit, and so I took 1372. Then I could hold on to see what was going to happen, and definitely got rewarded on this. It went through 14, got all the way up, so got all the way up to about 14, 16, and it started coming down. And I just decided to get out of the trade at 1412, which was pretty good because on the next bar, I mean, on this bar itself, it went back down through 14. Little bit of a consolidation here. You see the double here, are the two candles that basically stopped right at this, I think the same price around 1370. Started moving up again, broke through 14 again. Excuse me, on this little action here, the little red and then the green. Oh, okay. The first we had the green candle, little and a red candle, then a green candle, and through the whole number again above the top of this high here. I decided to take the trade again. Got in at 1420. It popped up to 1439. It just couldn't sustain itself. I was actually very lucky. Actually, I wanted to get out around here, but it was moving down too quickly, and I was kind of lucky to get out at 14 because that candle, the bottom of that candle is 1381. So I took a loss on the second time I went in it, and it just kind of chopped around for the rest of the day, which was kind of typical. I mean, this worked out very well. No question. This worked out very well. But typically, this is what I saw for the balance of the types of things that I was getting into anyway. JBHT was similar in that what didn't come from the same alert, but it came from my lifetime high alert, $90, 1130, and excuse me. So right there, right at $90 is when I received the alert. Now, typically, what I do on these lifetime alerts is that this is not get an alert and act on it immediately. I have to watch to see whether or not I feel that it's going to hold that whole number. So you can see on this candle, it got up to 90.24, but then it sold right off. And it kind of was holding here, but I think this went down to 89.96, and then it reclaimed 90, and on this candle here, I decided, okay, it looks like it was going to hold. So I took the trade at 90.20. Looked great for a second. This is a 5-minute candle. Went up to 90.47. I actually sat in the room because I was typing this in. Took the trade 90.20, and I looked up at my screen, and this candle was forming, and it was great. I don't have it marked here, but I actually ended up taking a loss on this. I was trying to hold on, but I actually sold it at 90.15. I don't have it marked, so I took a nickel loss on this one. Again, look at all this choppy action. Look, a lot of times what I will do is I will sell some right in this area here. Hi, sorry about that. I just took a call, so if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. So I took the trade right here at 90.20. Oh yeah, right. And I told you I got stopped out here for about a 5-cent loss. And this is all choppy action again. This is typical what I saw anyway. Even though the market I know it closed up 168, but at this point it was up about 224, and I wasn't really seeing a lot of continuation on the trades that I was getting in. But it's just the nature of the beast. Sometimes, some days are just like that. The next trade I took was DRI, and DRI came from my custom setup, and I was a little upset with my custom setup out myself because I had missed this one earlier, the SQM. SQM was alerted to me around 1923, and I got distracted. And you can see right here is when I received the alert is right about here on this bar, and it went all the way up to 1978, and I missed it. So when I got the DRI alert at 67.39, let me just, mouse is, oh, geez, sorry about that. The mouse, come on, there. Ugh, okay. The DRI alert was right here. And it intrigued me because here's a top here, here's a top here, a top here, a top here, and then the pullback, and then here is where it looked like it was going to break free. This custom alert I have is sort of a momentum play, and you can see the momentum was building, so that's why I took the trade. Got in at 67.39. It got up to about 66, 67, 67. But I was really hoping that it would just continue up. So I was holding on here. I mean, again, I was kind of wondering if I should have taken some profit here as it was pulling back, but I ended up holding and then it popped up again. Again, it looked like it was going to go, but on this bar I just had enough. And so I got out at 60, 67.55 on this last half here. So again, another choppy day. The last one was EQY, and EQY was on the came on. Sorry about that. It's my the mouse. Maybe when I'm doing these videos, they just don't want to when I'm dragging things over. It just see how what's happening. It's just hard to move it up. Just one second. I will just it just does not want to cooperate. I can't seem to move the this up. So but it did come from that particular alert, the big volume mover, and I took the trade right here at 27.35. I actually said in the room that I was at this point, I was looking for maybe a nickel, and that's what I got. It looked pretty good actually. It looked like it was going to keep going. It was 27.46. Looked like it was might move up, but on this action, I said that's it, and I took a nickel. So again, not a very inspiring day. It didn't do too badly on the PRTA, but it was a very scary trade. I don't really like those, and the first part of tour wasn't too bad either. But anyway, that is it. Let me just bring back the cover page. This is again how to get into the room. This is the address, and I hope to see you in the trading room on Monday.